Welcome back to another incredible, amazing episode of Trailer Trashing. I'm your host, Joey Rinaldi, and joining me as they do every week is our chief editor producer, Charlie Weinshank, and also joining me is our great co-host, Soupy Garbage Juice, aka Derek Blythe.
Hello, America.
Yes, sir.
Stop practicing your Bavarian throat vocals or whatever it's called.
Here it is.
I'm that little kid from The Grudge.
Yeah, that movie I did not ever think was that scary. Derek, did you ever watch Charlie, have you ever watched The Grudge?
No. Is that about Nirvana? The grunge?
Honestly, there should be a great parody where like Kurt Cobain's a murderer who just does like grunge yelling to kill people.
I'd watch that.
So speaking of Nirvana movies or a Kurt Cobain movie, we are actually doing musicians come actors today as our theme. So that's a nice little transition to Derek, can you explain what music come actors mean? Because when I first heard that title, I thought you meant like musicians were going to be coming on actors or something gross like that.
Yeah, Joey and Charlie went to public school apparently and never heard of the phrase "something comes something."
As it turns out, though, I went to private school.
Oh wow, they did a great job. Anyway, it means it's Latin for something becoming something else. So this is musicians come actors, meaning movies where primarily musicians become acclaimed actors. That's about it.
But why did they just take off the first two letters of the word?
Yeah, why couldn't they just have become?
What word?
Come.
Become. Come.
I don't know Latin.
So, because we're doing musician come actors, we got three great movies that I'm really excited about. We're doing 8 Mile, which is the classic Eminem comes actor movie. We're doing Boogie Nights, which is the Marky Mark comes actor movie. And then the Ringo Starr come actor movie, which Derek chose, Caveman.
Whoa, Ringo Starr.
I did not know Ringo Starr was considered a musician.
What?
Ringo Starr's a great drummer. Sometimes the artistic part of your music lies in simplicity. For a really long time, I'm a drummer actually, and for a really long time, I was like, Ringo Starr is the worst. He's like he does like nothing cool, and his drum set is not huge. He doesn't have like a million drums like Neil Peart. And then, I don't know, I just grew up and I like Ringo Starr now. So
I believe they said like he may not be the best drummer, but he's by far the best Beatle, meaning he captured the spirit with his right. It wasn't exactly, but it was like very Beatle-y. It
Yeah.
wouldn't an AI couldn't do that.
Exactly. There's so much music that came from that.
Well, I'm really excited for the first movie we're going to watch today because I think Eminem is in fact the best drummer of all time and the best Beatle ever.
The fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm calling Eminem a Beatle. In a different time continuum, he is the Beatles.
I'm not taking this bait.
I didn't even realize that Eminem was in 8 Mile. I thought it was just about him.
No, he's in it.
So yeah, this is a good segue to what 8 Mile is all about. So 8 Mile is about a young rapper struggling with every aspect of life, and he wants to make it big, but his friends and foes make his odyssey of rap harder than it may seem. So it's not actually about Eminem, even though it is Eminem's story, but they changed the names, they just changed the names, but everything else is pretty much the same in Eminem's life.
They just changed the names. Is he the main character?
Yeah. His name is B Rabbit. Eminem's actually in every single scene and frame of this movie.
Wow. I never
Wait,
saw
not
8
frame,
Mile.
not frame, but he's in every scene though.
He's in every frame. Even if he wasn't in the scene, they put him in the background in the frame.
Is his name really B Rabbit?
Yeah, B Rabbit's his name in the movie.
Thought he was gonna be called something like Mike and Ike or something.
No, that's in the sequel. Which
9 Mile.
there actually is a sequel to this movie that I will discuss later. But I think right now we should just watch the trailer.
Have you guys seen this movie before?
No.
I saw this movie one time. I watched it I was at my cousin's house. I couldn't go to sleep, so I turned on like FX at like 4 a.m. and they were playing this movie. And I watched it from like 4 a.m. to like 7 a.m. because it takes 3 hours to watch a movie on cable. And it was okay. I didn't hate it.
All right, let's watch the trailer.
Let's watch the trailer.
When I feel blue, don't know what to do, I look at you, and I just say, good night, baby, go to sleep.
You're still at that Little Caesars over in Warren?
Nah, I'm down in New Detroit stamping now.
He got fired from a pizza place.
Yo, at least I got a job.
Up! Down! Late again, Smith, and you're fired.
You know that everybody's calling you a loser?
You ever wonder at what point you gotta stop living up here and start living down here? Look.
Hey, Riley! All right, come on, man. How you feeling?
If you had one shot,
I'm saving up enough cash to get out of this place.
one opportunity,
I'm on my way. I'm taking you with me.
to seize everything you ever wanted. If something's gonna happen, it needs to happen now. Did you capture it?
It's my boy Bunny Rabbit. He's a genius.
Just let it slip.
What are you doing with your life that's so great?
Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes rabbit. He choke. He's so mad, but he won't give up. Daddies, he know he won't have it. He knows his whole back to these ropes. It don't matter. He's dope. He knows that, but he's broke. He's so stagnant. He knows when he goes back to this mobile home. That's when it's back to the lab again, yo. This old rhapsody better go capture this moment and hope it don't. You better lose yourself in the music. The moment you own it, you better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music. The moment you own it, you better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better.
8 Mile. Every moment is a chance to turn it around.
I have a feeling about you. You're gonna be great.
They're calling your name.
You better lose yourself in the music. The moment you own it, you better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better.
Oh, Brittany Murphy. That's sad.
That was an amazing music video to Lose Yourself. I don't know how much of a movie trailer that was, but it was a pretty dope music video.
That was so very okay looking, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's what you'd expect.
Yep. It just like I remember this from when I was in middle school, and my friends would like talk about it and show me clips from it, but I never ever had the desire to watch this movie.
All I know is that commercial or movie trailer, that really like jazzed me up. Like hearing Eminem's like classic "Lose Yourself" while having the montage of Eminem's like life, or I guess 8 Mile scenes, like it just like made me like, feel like I gotta be more motivated. I gotta work harder. I gotta like do more push-ups, or like I gotta.
I know.
Like,
If I could just like slam it at that rap battle, I could get out of the machine factory and impress my Michael Shannon dad.
Exactly.
I know there's so much that I'm not doing, and watching that Eminem 8 Mile trailer made me realize it. I'm motivated.
Mom spaghetti.
Mom spaghetti.
So that song that the listeners just listened to and that we watched a little montage of, it's called "Lose Yourself," and it actually won the Oscar for best like song in a movie, and that's the first time a rap song ever won that category.
Wow.
Interesting.
Fun fact.
It was like #1 on the charts for that. It was everywhere that year.
It was everywhere.
And then they did it, and they lampooned this in Scary Movie 2 or 3, and he said the N-word.
Scary Movie 3. They said the
Yeah.
N-word? That's not cool.
Yeah, that was the joke, because he said the N-word at the end, and everyone got mad.
Eminem was in Scary Movie.
I don't remember that. No, they made fun of Eminem in Scary Movie, because why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Well, because it was like the #1 thing that year.
Yeah. Do you think it's weird being in this movie? Like, how do you think it was for him filming this movie? I mean, I don't know if he's like an egomaniac or whatever, and how maybe he loved it, maybe it was great, but it's like he's the main actor in a movie about himself, and I don't know how much that would be enjoyable for me. I don't know.
Well, you know what's weird about this movie being about Eminem's life? Because he like dedicated to working out so he can lose 25 pounds for the role. And it's like, Wait a second. You're not like a guy playing like a superhero and you have to get jacked for this role. Like he's literally he lost 25 pounds so he can look like himself more. Like what's the point of losing? I don't know. Like
We had to go back 10 years to when he worked at the machine factory and couldn't slam it at the rap battle to impress his Michael Shannon dad.
wait, are you trying to tell me, Derek?
He was
that
only
if
eating croutons and tears.
If I lose 25 pounds, will I be young Eminem? Is that what you're trying
You'll
to tell
be
me?
young Eminem, fucking working at the machine factory, trying to slam it at the rap battle to impress your Michael Shannon dad.
Oh, I slammed Michael Shannon while at the machine
That's
factory.
not what I
While
said.
giving him a little freestyle of my special sauce. Oh!
I think also that it's kind of true. Like he was doing the workout like he was working at the machine factory. You know what I mean? You get kind of jacked. So he was like, I'm not working at the machine factory these days. I gotta lose this weight. So
But
it's
he's
like
got
I
a
am.
number 1 hit. He's eating good. He's drinking that apple Ciroc, that green apple Ciroc now, like DJ Khaled.
He's not eating his mom's spaghetti no more, is what you're trying to say.
No, he's eating Gordon Ramsay spaghetti and green apple Ciroc.
Exactly.
So, based on the great song, based on Brittany Murphy being alive in that movie, I'm gonna have to give that trailer like a 7 because it just jacked me up.
Which one was Brittany Murphy?
The one playing the love interest, and apparently
Like
they
the
had
one who's like she's dead?
Did you say the one playing the Brittany Murphy was like the most famous actress at the time, and she died tragically at 32.
Which one is she?
She's the love interest.
She plays Luann on King of the Hill.
Oh, so she's not the one. There was this one actor in this that was like she's always typecast as like these like white trash girls. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's Brittany Murphy.
She's dead.
She died, dog.
She died tragically
she
at
played
32.
Luann?
Yes.
God, why is this podcast? This podcast should not be called trailer trashing. It should be called dead actors. Because every episode we're finding out that an actor died, and it's so sad. I'm depressed.
It's always me. It should be just like Derek coming to terms in that he's months away from being 30 and talking to younger people about life in the early 2000s.
Wait, Derek, what's gonna happen when you turn 30? Will we still be able to communicate with you? Will we still be able to understand you?
No, I'm gonna just smell like rust all the time and forget how to use apps.
Derek, I know a good old age home in Brooklyn near you that you can live at.
No, I'll die of corona.
Good point. Good point.
I'm just catching up to all of this information. I had no idea that was who played Luann. So that gets extra points, I guess, because I was gonna give this like a 3. So I'll give this like a 5, 4.5. I'll give 4.5 for Luann.
Derek, baby, give me something good. Give me a little taste of what you're thinking.
I give that trailer a 6 out of 10.
A 6 out of 10 from the D Meister.
That's high. That's higher than I thought. Me and Derek are usually on similar pages.
No,
I don't know. What made this so good in your opinion, Derek?
Not so good, but it's 6. It's not bad. I want to see how he makes it out of the machine factory and slams it at the rap battle to impress his Michael Shannon dad. And if his daughter ever does anything other than go to sleep.
Oh yeah, for the people at home. Wait, for the people at home who didn't watch this movie trailer, there was a lot of scenes of just Eminem just telling his daughter goodnight. Like, we saw it like 4 different times.
He has a daughter who's perpetually falling asleep under her drawrings.
Yeah, like 4 different times he was like, good night, baby. Good night.
Was that based on a real daughter?
Yeah, her name's Haley. She has a great song called Haley, where it's about
Eminem's
Haley.
daughter based on a real daughter. Not his daughter, but a very good daughter somewhere.
I think we should move on to the Rotten Tomatoes score. What do you guys think the tomato meter people will think of this movie?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe Derek should go first.
Derek, it's your turn to go first. You've been holding this off for too long.
I think they give it like a 65.
Charlie, how do you counter?
I think this is also a very middle of the run movie, so I'm gonna go 70.
And Derek, you unfortunately lost that round because Charlie came closer. It was a 75. Charlie wins. Charlie
that's right.
wins.
Look how easy it is to win when all you do is have to just go over or under someone else's guess.
and this is the Rotten Tomato consensus. Even though the story is overly familiar, there's enough here for an engaging ride. That sounds like me watching any Nick Cage movie.
I gotta say that doesn't sound that enticing. That's not that great of like a review.
This is the funny part. This movie was so liked that they tried making it a sequel where Eminem comes back as a boxer, but I guess no production company wanted to buy a film with Eminem being a boxer, so they then just made that movie into Southpaw. You know that movie Southpaw that came out a few years ago?
Oh yeah, whoa.
That was originally supposed to be played by Eminem.
I guess he kind of does look like he could be like a boxer. The thing is, I feel like this movie completely, obviously, I mean, it's so very attached to Eminem as a rapper. I feel like the thing that carried this movie is his fan base. You know what I mean? Which is not unheard of. Like if you make a movie about a famous musician, it's like this is Eminem becoming an actor, or should I say Eminem come actor, right? Did I do that right, Derek?
Checks out.
Checks out. But he's just playing himself in the past. So it's not
I think that's really interesting. I think Joey maybe mentioned that earlier, how weird it must be to be an actor and replaying your own memories.
That was me, but
I like anything we say right now could be acted by actors in the future after our podcast explodes and becomes a famous transformative moment for us. So anything you say now could be said by a super famous Hollywood superstar in the future. So choose wisely what you say next.
Wait, will I have to lose 25 pounds again?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have the jawline for that. So just say something now for one of your future actors to say.
And that's the way the podcast pods.
Yeah, that leads me to this. Roger Ebert says 3 stars, which is pretty good.
But yeah, that is pretty good. He loves Eminem's pale ass.
Yes.
Yeah. Speaking of it, pale, depressed, Jimmy Smith Jr., Eminem, skulks through life that has been so terribly unkind to him. But that's just the first sentence. Let's give it the old last sentence, shall we? Eminem survives the X-ray truth-telling of the movie camera, which is so good at spotting phonies. He is on the level. Here he plays, if not himself, a version of himself, and we understand why he has been accepted as a star in a genre mostly owned by blacks. Whether he has a future as a movie actor is open to question. At this point in his career, there is no reason for him to play anyone other than himself, and it might even be professionally dangerous for him to try. He can, of course, play versions of Rabbit in other movies and would probably play them well, but Rabbit, let it be said, is a downer. I would love to see a sequel, maybe 8.5 Mile, in which Rabbit makes millions and becomes world famous, and we learn at last if it is possible for him to be happy. Huh. I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know. So Robbie the Banana Seeger, let me get this straight. He had to make it racial, which kudos for him for bringing the race card up.
I don't know if he made it racial. Isn't the movie itself does that not come up?
I think race is a thing in the movie, yeah.
I also love how he is really giving Eminem a lot of kudos as an actor. I did not expect him to like his performance, but it seems like he loved it.
Yeah, I gave it a 3 out of 4. That's high as heck.
As far as I remember, people liked it a lot. I didn't watch it.
My friends in middle school liked it a lot.
I was 12.
Yeah, I was a fan of it. And so I'm gonna give you a few fun facts at you. So Eminem and Britney.
Oh, I'm all revved up and pumped and primed, baby. I'm ready for these fun 8 Mile facts. And if you don't give them, it's your ass and your badge and your gun. My desk.
So Eminem apparently. So this is from a fun fact website. So I don't know how accurate this is. But it said that Eminem and Brittany Murphy were having sex throughout the making of this film. That's fun.
Now that's a fun fact.
As I mentioned before, Eminem is in every scene of this movie. That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
That is a semi-fun fact.
Quentin Tarantino and Danny Boyle were both approached to film this movie, and Tarantino considered it like strongly.
Whoa.
That is not a fun fact. That is Hollywood bullshit.
What's the next movie? This is the one that replaced my my ability to choose a movie this week because I didn't get what musician come actor means.
So even though Mark Wahlberg was in other movies before Boogie Nights, we're doing Boogie Nights because this was the movie that made people realize that Marky Mark isn't trying to act, but Marky Mark is indeed actually Mark Wahlberg, the phenomenal actor.
Yeah, this is where he went from Marky Mark to Mark Wahlberg.
Feel it, feel it.
Without any further ado, let's watch the movie trailer, Boogie Nights.
Everyone's given one special thing, right? Everyone's blessed with one special thing. I want you to know I plan on being a star. A big, bright, shining star.
Eddie Adams from Torrance.
Yep.
Jack Horner, filmmaker. I make exotic pictures.
In 1977, a kid from nowhere.
Maybe think about your name.
My name, yeah.
Something with a little pizzazz.
Dirk Diggler.
Good name.
I like your name a lot.
Had a dream of getting somewhere.
Jack Horner has found something special in newcomer Dirk Diggler.
So let me just pop in this 8-track, and you just give a listen and tell me what you think, okay?
It was a time when disco was king.
These are the ones. These are great.
Yeah, those are really cool. Are they lizard?
No, they're Italian.
So you like my shoes?
They're pretty cool.
Sex was safe.
Woohoo!
Pleasure was a business.
Cut. Terrific. Nice work.
And business was booming.
And the award for Best Newcomer goes to Mr. Dirk Diggler.
Wow.
Goodbye, 1979. Hello, 1980. Are you ready?
But in 1980,
Come on, you puppies!
the party was over.
You are fired. What? You're fired.
It's jealousy, it's deceitfulness, it's vindictiveness. But, I mean, God, what can you expect when you're on top?
Oh, wait. Not this part.
New Line Cinema presents a portrait of 2 decades in the life of a business, the days of a dreamer, and the nights in between. Boogie Nights.
Whoa, mama. TNA galore. That movie is a 10 out of 10. Heather
Yeah,
Graham.
it's a great movie. Yeah.
Heather Graham is beautiful. Mark Wahlberg's stunning. Burt Reynolds is prime. Julianne Moore can never look better. Don Cheadle is young and cute. Louis Guzman, John C. Reilly. The cast is amazing. I love it.
It's the ultimate cornucopia of TNA.
I mean, this movie is just definitely an amazing movie. However, I was actually kind of like surprised that this is like the trailer was like very bland a little bit.
It also gave away a lot, I felt like. Especially when
So
it's like,
much.
But in 1980, things turned around. He's just immediately getting punched by goons.
Yeah, it was like it was so standard trailer stuff for a movie that is just like an amazing movie, and like they could have just blown us away with a crazy trailer, and they really just kind of let me down. At least I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I was kidding about a 10 out of 10. I just said that because I love Heather Graham so much.
No,
but,
the movie is like a 10 out of 10 for sure.
No, I'm
The
talking
movie-
about I'm talking about the trailer though. Like I was
Yeah.
kidding when I said 10 out of 10. I got excited because I saw Heather Graham. But if I'm
Joey's always getting excited by the TNA. He can't help
Joey,
himself,
you know you
guys.
have to bust a nut before we record a podcast, right? You can't think clearly.
I can't think clearly.
You gotta nut your cheese before we watch the trailers, please.
I know, but what if like I nut my cheese before the podcast and then I'm like too tired on the podcast, so then I give all the talking to you.
That's how
Oh,
Joey
are
gets
you
his
one of those?
pizzazz, everybody. He's like
one of
a
those,
what do you
he's-
call
Yeah,
it?
the second I do my one pump king chuggaroo, I end up on the couch watching.
I'm just laughing at Chuggaroo. It's what we in the biz call a whoopee cushion. Once he nuts his cheese, he's just flapping under the cushion.
Yeah, but after I do my one pump chuggaroo, I end up being on the couch watching highlights of ESPN classic games.
You just become the flat girl from the anti-weed commercials.
Yeah, the couch. He turns into the couch.
Oh, this is my friend Joey. He was cool, but he nutted his cheese.
Derek, no offense, but you're not you when you're high. Stay above the influence.
You're not you after you've nutted your cheese.
You might think this is just some standard, trailer trash boys doing shenanigans, but never could this type of banter have been more appropriate. Drugs and masturbation for a movie like Boogie Nights.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't agree with you more. T.A., tits, drugs, alcohol, Burt Reynolds, big cock. There's so much high fidelity.
Check out that dong.
That sentence is already a better trailer for this than the trailer was.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what? I'm giving the trailer, honestly, I'm giving the trailer a 5. Derek, what do you give it?
Give it a 6.
I give it a 5.2.
Wow, we're all in Kahootaroonies that this trailer kind of blew the cake poll.
Blew the cake poll.
Yeah.
Never heard that one before.
I don't know.
But it's true though. The movie is incredible, and the trailer didn't do it for me quite like the movie.
So even though the trailer wasn't something special, Marky Mark got to take home something special from this film. So Marky Mark's character had a big penis, and so
Does
they
he have that?
So yeah, it was a fake penis that they like used, like that they would put, I guess, over his real penis.
A prosthetic.
Yeah, prosthetic. And Mark says he still owns that fake penis like today. Like he still owns it. It's in his house.
Wow.
It's on his trophy case. He has it.
That's awesome. He kept that fucking donger of a prosthetic penis.
You got to do it.
I did that once for a shoot, but they improvised it with a lighting fixture.
Are you saying that they gave you a prosthetic penis made out of a lighting fixture?
It was just like to look like I had a huge, massive hog that was erect while I was waking up, like a huge tent pole morning erection, and it was like a piece of lighting equipment.
They just stuck a lighting fixture in your pants?
Yeah, and it was like sort of a similar kind of concept where he wants to be in porn in this, but my character didn't want to be in porn, but just happened to have the biggest penis in the world. So there is a trailer I can show you, but it's like I think the craziest thing is like I was in front of a green screen and they did a similar thing, but just with CGI, where it looked like I had a big old schwanz. It wasn't a prosthetic.
Wow. So that was where you come actor. Did I use that term
That's where
correctly?
no. I was already an actor.
What are you? Because your IMDb page begs to differ, Derek.
Oh, really? My I am Derek Blythe page?
That was too good. That IMBD. Oh no. Yours would be IMDb.
No, Joey.
It's IMDb is the website.
It was already IMDb. You just said it wrong.
You fucked it up.
Okay. Yeah. Before we go to the Rotten Tomato games, I really want to play a little game I like to call casting what ifs, because this movie has some crazy casting what ifs. Are you guys ready for this? Burt Reynolds' character was originally offered to Bill Murray, Warren Beatty, and Harvey Keitel and Albert Brooks.
Wow, just some heavy hitter old guys.
Harvey Keitel would have been really creepy.
I think Burt Reynolds is the only guy that could have played this character, honestly.
Yeah, because he's got the sex mustache.
And 1979 was his peak too. Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
But here's the thing. Anderson absolutely did not want to work with him because they hated each other. They didn't like working with each other at all. He constantly would have to yell. They got in a physical fight at one point during shooting this movie. And
Wow.
After seeing the rough cut of this film, Burt Reynolds fired his agent and said, "I can't believe you fucking put me in this film. This movie sucks." But then he won a Golden Globe for acting in this movie, so it kind of came full circle for Burt.
That's wild. I feel like I wouldn't hate it if Harvey Keitel was that character, but Burt Reynolds is definitely the one for the job. Also, I love Paul Thomas Anderson. And that's crazy that these two guys that are like crazy, movie people were beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
I would like to see that, really.
And I also have a casting what if that I'm so happy did not happen. Heather Graham's character, Rollerblading Girl, was originally offered to Drew Barrymore. And I think I speak for everybody in the world. Thank God that did not happen.
Was Drew Barrymore in this movie, though? She was, right?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
It's a lot of Drew Barrymore types.
Yeah, there's a lot of everyone kind of looks like Drew Barrymore in this movie.
I disagree because I don't think Drew Barrymore's
looks
hot.
how people looked in the 70s.
Yeah.
Late.
But
70s.
I don't think Drew Barrymore is that hot. I feel like everybody in this movie is like super duper hot, at least in the female category.
Nobody's a Drew Barrymore type in this movie because I don't find her attractive.
Why do you guys always make my voice sound so like aggro? I think I'm a real like sweetheart.
I don't know.
I want to go on record that I am a sweetheart. If I wasn't a sweetheart, would I be yelling like this? Ah!
I don't know. All I'm saying is, I think they all look like Drew Barrymore. You don't have to think she's attractive.
Subjective, Joey. They're all beautiful, strong ladies.
What would you give the Rotten Tomato score? This is for all the marbles.
This is a classic.
All the marbles. Derek goes first.
90 million. 90.
90, you say.
Million.
Well, I kind of have to go under, but I think that's the area. I'm going to go 91. That's right.
Don't you go below my area.
I went above. I went 91. The odds are like not in my favor. You have everything 90 and under. So I'm betting that this is above a 90.
So Derek, you are automatically disqualified because you said 90 million. That's not even in the
90 million is a number.
It's not. It's tomato meter is 1 out of 100. So you're just banned from this round. Charlie automatically wins. It was a 93.
What did it get?
It was a 93.
Oh, I won anyway, even if you did say a 90, which you did not.
I did say.
You said 90 million.
I said 90 period million period. Two different sentences.
It was unrelated.
Yeah. 90 million.
What's the lady at the courtroom who types everything? What are they called?
The stenographer.
Yeah, we need a stenographer to show us the Carfax right now, if that's true or not. Because right now,
well, actually, if you want our stenographer, watch our episodes on YouTube.
Free trial to stenographer has expired.
Yeah, we actually have subtitles on our YouTube channel, which
it just plays the podcast audio, but you can listen to it on YouTube.
It's a YouTube AI writing "nutted my cheese" 60 million times.
Yeah, it's actually really great. When we first put the audio on YouTube, I sat there longer than I thought I would reading the subtitles because of what they were saying.
It's like 60% accurate, give or take. But here is what the tomato people said about Boogie Nights. Grounded in strong characters, bold themes, and subtle storytelling, Boogie Nights is a groundbreaking film, both for directing P.T. Anderson and for star Mark Wahlberg.
That's
Booyah,
right.
Baby.
Brilliant movie. Roger Ebert gives it a 4 out of 4 stars.
Bam, bam, bam. That is exciting.
That's the perfect score.
That's a perfect score.
This perfect score is sponsored by Derek. What's the sponsor?
The Jones Brothers measuring cups.
Available for $9.99.
We measure all cups. How big is your cup? Bring it down. We're the Jones Brothers. We measure cups. We don't sell measuring cups. We measure cups. We won't sell you a teaspoon or a tablespoon. We'll just measure your cup. So stop asking.
So what did the Bieber man say? Charlie, give it to us.
Here we go. In examining the business of catering to lust, Boogie Nights demystifies its sex. That's probably one reason it avoided the NC-17 rating. Mainstream movies use sex like porno films do to turn us on, and Joey specifically. Boogie Nights abandons the illusion. You're allowed to be turned on, but Boogie Nights abandons the illusion that the characters are enjoying sex. In a sense, it's about manufacturing a consumer product. By the time the final shot arrives and we see what made the Colonel stare, there is no longer any shred of illusion that it is anything more than a commodity. And in Dirk Diggler's most anguished scene, as he shouts at Jack Horner, "I am ready to shoot my scene right now!" we learn that those who live by the sword can also die by it. And that actually was one of my favorite paragraphs I've ever read by Roger Ebert.
Perfect.
Wow.
Right? I mean, that was great.
You nailed it.
I'm kind of mad that he didn't go on like too long of a. I want him to go on a long tangent about the NC-17 rating, but it wasn't as intense as I thought it was going to be.
Well, because he gave a 4-star review for a 4-star movie.
That's true, but I just love when he goes on weird tangents about ratings.
Do you know the only X-rated movie to win an Oscar for Best Picture?
Was it
Midnight Cowboy?
I was gonna say Clockwork Orange.
Clockwork Orange was also
happen.
X-rated, but it did not win an Academy Award.
Yeah, but I don't think that the Academy would like it for the public.
Anderson really wanted this film to be X-rated, though, and he wanted to be X-rated and 3 hours long, but the studio would not allow that to happen. Also, this is my favorite quote from Anderson from the film. Anderson was interviewed. Will you make a sequel to Boogie Nights? And he goes, "I can't make a sequel because most of these characters would not be alive that much longer to make a sequel."
Oh, Jesus.
I think that there is a short film he made like at the beginning of his career called Dirk Diggler or something like that, right?
Yeah, it was based on John C. Holmes, a famous porn star at the time.
So if anything, this is the revisited Dirk Diggler experience.
And talking about revisiting, I want to revisit the prehistoric days with our next movie, Caveman, starring Ringo Starr. Yes, Ringo Starr comes an actor through a caveman movie.
The dawn of civilization. Primitive. Dangerous. Exciting. Wet. And sloppy. Caveman. The handwriting is on the wall. If the human race is ever going to amount to anything, it needs a leader. Will it be Tanda? He is strong. How about Gog? Gog is out of sight. And Atuk. Atuk sounds good. Atuk will be the leader of the Stone Age. He will teach man to walk erect. He will discover fire. He will invent roast chicken. And fried eggs. Sunny side up. He will inspire the men. And Zug Zug the women.
Atuk Talo Zug Zug?
Yeah. Atuk Zug Zug Lana.
He will protect them from all the beasts of the earth. Ringo Starr, Barbara Bach, Dennis Quaid, Shelley Long, John Matuzak, Avery Schreiber, and Jack Gilford. Caveman. They don't call it the Stone Age for nothing.
Best trailer of the episode. Best trailer of the episode by far.
I'm saying it right now. That is my all-time favorite trailer that we've seen on Trailer Trashing today.
I know.
Joey, I knew you liked it. There's a lot of tits for those who couldn't
And
see.
we finally get confirmation that we're all descended from white people. Right, guys? That's good.
Right. Did that movie really not have any like real words in it? Were they speaking
No,
gibberish
it's
the
all
whole time?
it's a language, but it's like they made it up. But they made the language for the movie, so it's a
That's so
consistent
weird.
language. All I remember, I watched it when I was 10 once, I think. All I remember is "ool" is food,
That's
and multiple times they hold up food to someone's mouth and go "ool."
that is so weird.
And I guess Zug Zug is fucking.
Yeah.
So, I would love to address what you just brought up. They don't really speak real English, except for there's an Asian caveman played by Evan Kim, and he's the only character who speaks actual English. And comedically, none of the cavemen can understand him, which is very strange that they chose an Asian guy to be the one guy. I don't know what
Why is that
message
strange, Joey?
No,
Think there
because
can't
like
be, you think there can't be an Asian American in the Stone Age?
No, because he's the only caveman who's not white. So I thought it's strange that the one ethnic character they have is the one guy who doesn't speak the caveman tongue.
Mm-hmm. You heard that, Twitter.
What year is this movie from?
1981.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, it totally did it for me with like the I mean, it had the right voiceover guy. The visuals were great. I mean, I just loved the way it looked, and it was so strange and wacky.
It was like the SpongeBob voiceover guy.
It was definitely
exactly.
the SpongeBob voiceover guy.
It was great. I don't know how much I would want to watch the movie, but I really, really loved the trailer.
Oh my god! Now that you brought that up, Derek, I feel like the SpongeBob like caveman episode is almost parodying this movie.
Probably,
It's
right?
possible.
Yeah, it
Yeah, I mean,
seems
they do a lot of that kind of stuff.
They talk in gibberish too.
I think I'm gonna straight up give this trailer a 9. Just it just really...
Discover's fire and fried eggs.
Yeah, that was so good. I would give it a 9.
Okay, I'm gonna break down exactly why I'm gonna give this movie trailer a 10 out of 10.
Woo! Joey's breakdown.
Joey's breakdown is the favorite part of the show. Ba-da-da-bop-bop-boop. So this is what happened. This is what happened here. It's like for like a perfect team, like in basketball, for a perfect team to align, you have to get all these guys in this like perfectly who fit together. And I feel like this movie had that for the cast. You have Ringo Starr, who comedically takes the lead, which I love. And then he has a great actor named Dennis Quaid supporting him, along with a James Bond girl who's just beautiful, Shelley Long from Cheers, who I love. So you have all this great chemistry working around while also having dinosaurs just run all over the place, fried eggs. It's a 10 out of 10. It's like all 5 senses, smell, taste, watch. This movie touches.
Oh my fucking god, right? Imagine being 14 years old in America in 1981. You've grown up on the Beatles. They've already broken up. They've got like in the course of your childhood, they've splintered off into different groups. John died last year in 1980.
Oh, really?
And that just hit
He just died.
It hits you like a dagger to the heart. Oh my god. But then you get over it. It's 8th grade. It's amazing. You know, there's girls. The girls are getting boobies. Your friend Jeff came over and he got a marijuana cigarette from his uncle, and he's got this movie, and he's gonna show it to you, and you smoke your first marijuana cigarette with your friend Jeff, and
I love
watch
Jeff.
Caveman with fucking Ringo Starr, and maybe even drink your first Coors Light in your basement in Minnesota, and just enjoy and that's just a beautiful fragment in time where you first watch Caveman with Ringo Starr, and that's where that trailer takes you, man.
Yeah.
It's a trip.
Excellent.
Don't you just feel that? Can't you just smell that that early 80s carpet?
Derek, there's a scene in the movie where T-Rex gets high by eating a cannabis leaf.
They all get high, don't they?
I don't know.
Yeah, there's lots of drug references.
But imagine how hilarious that is when you're 14 smoking your first marijuana cigarette.
So that is hilarious. And so this movie, 10 out of 10. And I just can't wait to see what the Rotten Tomato people would give it, because for me, like, the sky's the limit.
Yeah. Wait, Derek, did you rate this? What did you give it?
The trailer gets a 9.
That's right.
It's a lot of fun, and it gave me fond memories of a world that I didn't experience.
And what would you give the Rotten Tomato?
I'm gonna give it like a 59. I think the movie was probably just...
Yeah. The trailer looks better than the movie. I'll go 55.
It was a 22, guys. You guys are both off.
It's really bad, isn't it?
That means I won. I swept you. I swept the game.
Our system is flawed.
So I think we realized that this game is hard with two people, and especially whoever goes second has a chance of winning better.
That's right. And now I win.
There's no tomato consensus. Charlie, since you won, I guess we have to buy you tickets to see Bobby Seger live in concert.
Whoa, guys, you do not know what I just looked at. That sounded a lot worse than it. So, Robert Ebert gives this a 1.5 star. That's correct. But not only does he give it a 1.5 star, he breaks down. He has a translational list of what all the words in the language mean.
Oh, amazing.
Yes.
If food is not ool, I'm gonna nut my... Yes, ool is food. Oh my God. A memory
Here
I've
we go.
kept
Aye,
for 20
help
years.
Save me. Alunda, affection and desire.
This list that Roger Ebert is referring to, it actually was handed out to all the patrons at the movie theater. They were giving pamphlets with 30 words translating the words they used in the movie.
Is that so? That seems like such a goddamn hassle to watch a movie that you have to refer to your pamphlet to see what they're saying.
You don't even need that. You get it after a while with context. You get it.
It was the 80s. People's minds were smaller back then, Derek.
Oh, because they were smoking too many marijuana cigarettes with Jeff?
Too many cigarettes with Jeff. And probably cocaine, too. Didn't Eric Clapton have that song, Cocaine, in the 80s?
Lots of people had songs called Cocaine in the 80s.
If you like to be Eric Clapton's cocaine. So what did Roger Banana Eager Seeger say about this movie?
Okay. It's a little depressing to realize how much time and money went into Caveman.
Thank you. I needed something strong from Roger, and he fucking came through with that zinger.
An expensive production shot on location in Mexico. This very same material could have been filmed quickly and cheaply on a soundstage, since the production values are obviously not going to make us laugh any louder. And the added flexibility and the lower stakes, maybe a little spontaneity could have crept into the film. As it stands, the filmmakers seem to learn comedy as slowly as the cavemen learn to whop before they step in haraka. If we want to refer to what he's saying, whop means stop, hold it. And haraka means fire burning thing.
How did they get away with whop? Isn't that a derogatory term for Italians?
Yeah, I'm really offended. And believe me, my Italian family has been boycotting this movie for years now.
Oh, no way.
I think there's nothing left for us to talk about. I think we should end the episode here. This is a wonky edition of Trailer Trashing. If you enjoyed what you listened to today, maybe go on the iTunes app or Spotify, follow us, subscribe to us, give us a rating, tell your friends, tell your mom. If you want to join our mailing list, give us a little DM on the old Instagram at Trailer Trashing Pod. And be safe, boys and girls, and have a great week, and we'll be back next week. All right, bye, guys.